Hello and welcome. My name is Miss Leslie and welcome to my class. Today we're going to learn a really good dessert. It is a frozen peanut butter and chocolate pie, and it is one of my family's and mine favorite. So it looks like a lot of ingredients, but I'm going to teach you a simple way to do it and a little more complicated way to do it. Simple way would just be because you had the ingredients or you wanted to go to the store and get them. More complicated way to do it is if you don't want to go to the store and you want to make it yourself. So let's get started. First of all, what we're going to do, I should show you the pie first, right? Okay, here it is. Look at that. It's awesome. Okay. We're going to start with our crust. Simple way would be to get 15 Oreo cookies, quarter cup of melted butter, mash up or break up those Oreo cookies, stir in the butter, and put it in your pie shell. A homemade way to do it would be to make some Oreo cookie dough, press it into the bottom of your pie shell, and then bake it, and layer on your frozen topping on top of that. So let's show you how to do the homemade way. So first of all, what we want to do is get some soft butter. And if you don't want to set your butter out a significant amount of time beforehand, you can just put it in the microwave for, like my microwave is like 8 seconds, but maybe play around with your microwave and just see what yours, what's best for yours. So we got 1/2 cup of butter, 3/4 cup of sugar, and 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And we are going to cream this and totally do it in your mixer if you want. But if you don't want, cookies I think taste good either way. There's kind of like a different element to doing each way, and I think both are really good. Do you want to get your dough all creamed, like the sugar and the butter creamed, and then gonna crack your egg and add that egg in, and your vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and get that stirred in. Then your next thing, when you have that done, there you go, 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa. And I have here on this plate quarter teaspoon of salt and a whole teaspoon of baking soda. And just remember to crush your soda so that you don't end up with any bitter lumps. I'm going to put that in. And then the next thing, you stir this all up so it's evenly distributed. Oh, I just ended up with cocoa everywhere. Oh well. Okay. Don't breathe in the cocoa. Does smell good though. So we got that all mixed up like that, and then we're gonna stir in our flour. And this is 1 cup and 1/4 of flour, and I used rice flour. You could use regular flour. It's just in my family, we're trying to go gluten-free as much as we can. So I like doing rice flour, coconut flour. Whew. Is good too. And then just gonna mix this up till it's nice and combined, and totally use your mixer if you want for this part too. I find with cookies though, especially if you're using regular flour, the less you mix in the flour, the more tender the cookie. So mix it as least as you can, but with the gluten-free flours, you don't have to worry so much. So I'll let you decide what you want to do. I think, you know, let's face it, regular is always going to have the better texture when it's cooked, but gluten-free is, for our family, makes us feel better. Okay, so we have this dough, and what we want to do is divide it into 4 equal balls, because each fourth of this batter is going to give us 1 pie shell. And it's just like a big cookie in the bottom of your pie shell. And we cook this for 350 degrees for 15 minutes and let it cool. And then we have our topping. 2 cups of whipping cream whipped, and you just want to make sure you get it to the point of where it holds its shape. Whipping cream, of course, is pretty easy. It takes about 5 minutes. You just want to watch it to make sure it doesn't turn into butter. Next thing is we're going to add a cup of sweetened and condensed milk. This is the easy way. If you don't have sweetened and condensed milk, you can make your own sweetened and condensed milk, which I did right here, from a can of evaporated milk, or you could use 2 cups of whole milk, a cup of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of butter. Boil that, like if you're using the evaporated, you could boil it between half an hour, I think I did this one 40 minutes, and then with the whole milk, you would simmer it. I mean, like, you bring it to a boil and then you would simmer it for 2 hours. And then got this beautiful stuff. You're gonna stir this in, and I'm going to stir this into my whipping cream. And I'm going to remove a little bit of this because I want a little bit to go on top. So I'm going to just, like, to help it be a little more decorative, I'm going to do that. And then it's so easy. Just a teaspoon of vanilla. I just use my cap, half of this cap. And then a cup of peanut butter. And stir in the vanilla first. And then with the peanut butter, don't stir it all the way in, because one of the pleasures of eating this pie is that there's little chunks of peanut butter that you get to enjoy. So go ahead and give it a stir, but not completely stir it up. Like, just do it to the point of where you could still see a few streaks of peanut butter in there. If you want to go ahead and stir it up completely, be my guest, but I really love that aspect of it, of just getting that little bit of peanut butter goodness in my frozen pie. And I'm going to get this all in here, and then I'm going to, let's see, let's use this. Spread this out like this. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this whipping cream that I pulled aside and put that on top. And then what I have here is something that you can do if you want. It is chocolate chips that I put in my blender, and I really love this because I love the chocolate taste to it, but I don't like huge chips when they're frozen, but I like the little tiny ones. And then just sprinkle it off to the side, and those that want it can have it. And there you got this amazing dessert. So that's pre-frozen. This one has been frozen. I'm just gonna sneak a little bit off the side because we're actually gonna have this for dessert tonight. So let's check it out. So good. All right, I hope you enjoy this chocolate peanut butter frozen pie as much as my family does. And we'll see you next time. Bye.